Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah.
Substitution. Next, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bridges. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Hardy is out there with MP. Then it's Green. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's McGee in at the center, filling out the middle. MP, good. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can see both sides of the argument. A player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they want it on.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2013, Seth Curry only played 48 games in his first 3 seasons, spending most of the time destroying the G League.
And when you look at what he's doing now, it's hard to believe that Seth was ever kept off an NBA roster.
He's made quite the career for himself as one of the league's great three-point shooters and just an efficient scorer from all 3 levels.
Thomas checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Hardy, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The 3 from MP. Rebounded by the Nets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Here's O'Neal. 3-pointer. Rebounded by McGee. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inside, here's MP. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. The Nets with the lead. The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
14 foul.
First free throw is good. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's MP for 3. It doesn't go for him. Dinwiddie left side. And a miss there on the triple. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. It's the Nets up 3.
The Mavericks, 18. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Nets.
And some good action in the books as we get
Substitution
in for the Nets. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Royce O'Neal. Thomas checked in for Johnson. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. MP's checked in for Josh Green. And it's Hardy in for Ntilikina. On the court for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Hardy. Then it's MP. And it's Irving at the 1 spot.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
MP outside.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Trying his one from deep. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Curry. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Simmons. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
A nice shot by MP.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
And this is Irving's role, a natural scorer who understands when that mid-range J opens up, he's got to fire.
Thomas against MP. Bridges kicks to Finney-Smith. Outside for Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. It's Curry outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
That'll do it for the first half.
Brooklyn, 42. The Mavericks, 29.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out. If this game becomes the route that it's threatening. Check in for the Nets. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. MP comes in for Hardaway. And it's Hardy in for Ntilikina. That one misses for Simmons. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Cameron Johnson is out there with Bridges. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie outside. On the stripe. That one's not going to go.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And so it's Seth Curry making highlights for the Nets. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Reggie Bullock, Ntilikina out there with Hardy. Then it's Christian Wood, and it's Irving in at small forward. Bridges finds Curry. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. He can't get that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Ntilikina looking it over. Back to Irving. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Passes it to Ntilikina. Outside Irving. Pass to Ntilikina. Irving against Johnson. Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bridges has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Curry.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Hardy. Simmons pulls it in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. That one goes. Counted.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Mavericks have gone 0-3 to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Irving. Wood against Simmons. To the paint. Here's Hardy. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Look at Wood finding ways to contribute. Sees an open man and drops a dime.
Simmons with it. Curry kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Outside Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Substitutions.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Bridges. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Wood. Davis Bertans comes in for Reggie Bullock. Josh Green's checked in for Irving. And MP subbed in for Hardy.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Bounce pass Mills. Here's Sumner, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
At the line, 2 times.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving for three. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Out to the wing. Sumner kicks to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Over to the left wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
The kick out to Irving. Now Bertans. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an off.
MP, you got a minute?
Of course, sure. Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball, come.
We're there. 3. Ooh, we got it. That might be a good step back. Ooh,
Nothing.
all right.
Good board.
Good board.
Come on.
Good foul, good foul.
Jimmy. I had to.
I like it.
I don't.
That's a deep one. That's good. Good shot.
Hey, my undefeated record continues.
That was that was a good game.
Yeah.
He couldn't wait to say that.
He was waiting. Yes, sir. Boys, man, I'm so proud. We got that W again.
Come on, you were sweating a little bit till it was like 16, 17. You were sweating a little bit.
Guys, I was locked in this time. I wanted to end it with a bang. And you did.
What was the game plan heading in?
We were labbing a lot, Chris.
Yeah, they were.
That's the word. We tried out a bunch of different players, T-Mac, Scotty, Sigma, over these past couple weeks. And ultimately, I mean, you see what my friend Chris did. I'm looking right now, 8 points, 6 assists, and a steal with T-Mac himself. So I got carried by my teammates. I said my...
And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay...
Substitution. Completely new group here for the Mavericks. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Lugens Dort out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Aleksej Pokusevski. And it's Joe in at the 2. MP outside. Clock at 6. Back to Powell. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Back to Šarić. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
I think the offensive game of Šarić is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Here's Bullock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple of years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
Pass to Hardy. Back to MP. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Green. Offensive board. Bullock. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Dort for 3. Drains the triple. Dort's got his second basket of the night. Pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story.
The Thunder, 24. Here they come, your defense.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Christian Wood out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in at the 1 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Getting ready for the Mavericks. In for McGee. Bullock. In for Hardaway. And MP is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Half court. It helps that Luka is virtually unstoppable in most of the sets they run. The team feels very comfortable playing a slowdown type of game.
And here's him. Oklahoma City the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
The Mavs, the slowest team in the league under Jason Kidd last season, Clark.
Well, there's no shame in that for them because they were playing to their team's strengths. They want to put the ball in Luka's hands and space the floor and let him go to work. If you have Luka, that's a smart way to play.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Dort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Pass to MP. 32 seconds left in the first half of this game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
29 seconds left to play in the half. Now here's Šarić. Powell covers. Dort for three. Knocks down the long J. So Dort's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously a total team player. Šarić is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Pass to MP. Powell with it. Here's Hardy. Cans it with nobody near him. Hardy's got his first points of the game.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Your Mavericks.
Thunder out in front, leading by 17.
Thunder, 55.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little.
Substitution
Getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for McGee. Bullock comes in for Hardaway. MP is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in for Ntilikina. MP, the pass to Wood. Ball stolen. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've got Alexei Pokusevski. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Joe in a two-guard.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
MP finds Wood. Back to MP. Unloads from 13. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 8 rebounds in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. Pass to Joe. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Here's Joe. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Wood.
Boy, nice job that time by Wood going after the block and getting it.
Here's MP. To the middle. And it's Wood. That time all the assist by MP. Wood's got 19 points.
How about Wood? Boy, he can hurt you a lot of different ways, and he's on fire tonight.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Joe. There's the 3. Buries it from 3. He's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here's the fast break. Williams from long range. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's open.
54, the Thunder, 81.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Dwight Powell out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's MP, then it's Hardy, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Man, misses. The Mavericks shooting just 42% so far in the game. Dort against Green. MP outside. And Powell with the stuff.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to man. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. From the line. Powell pulls it in.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Hardy. MP outside. It's stolen by Saric. Dort outside. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of it.
Well, we often see teams make big moves right before the trade deadline. Clark, do you like when a team goes through significant changes mid-season?
Well, it does keep things interesting, but as a general rule, I don't think you can do that consistently. But it does add some life and excitement to what's going on when it does happen. But major roster changes, as a general principle, are typically not going to work in your favor.
MP, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's man. Shot clock at 6.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Williams misses. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Offensive rebound. Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Pass to Williams. Back to Dort. It's Wiggins on the wing. Here's man. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Pass to Joe. Here's Robinson Earl. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes, it's good.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now MP. To the inside. And the power dunk by Bertans.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate in a PR offensive to win over the hearts and minds of the city?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't phrase it like that, Nate.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Nate White's report that you've been...
Well, John, I'd like to actually clarify things a little further.
Sure.
Hey.
Come here.
Were you looking to talk?
Now.
Okay, I'm coming over right now.
Sit.
Hey, MP, how are you?
My man John, what's going on, man?
All right, all right.
You chilling?
No, I'm chilling. I'm here doing all right.
All right.
Hey, listen, you'll tell Ashley that I was here on time, right? Well, early, right, actually?
Yeah, bro. Everything all right?
Yeah.
You scared me, man.
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. She's scared. So, you've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team.
That's a great question. Not at all, man. I mean, I'm confident in who I am and what I bring to this table.
Okay, then. Last question. Now that you're finding your footing on this team...
Well, this may not be my hometown, but...
Well, thank you, MP. It's been great spending time with you.
Likewise, man.
Hey, now...
We're at All-Star, and you're watching 2K TV.
Whoa. Should I recreate it? All right. It's the same thing, right? Kind of similar.
I just realized if you sit under the basket and watch him coming at you, you will see your life flash before your eyes.
Oh, what?
What just happened?
Oh, my controller died. Hold on.
It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like... For Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock, and MP subbed in for Hardy.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
And so in the game for the Magic, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. And it's Fultz in at the 1. To the right side. Wagner outside. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And so MP will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. And one thing you can say with MP, Greg, and if he belongs on an NBA floor, he certainly passes the eye test.
And that's always how MP has been as a player. The raw numbers don't jump out at you, but you can see his impact on the floor. An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
And the Mavericks with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Green in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Then for the Magic, Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Any scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Bol, he's checked in for the Magic.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
First trip to the line for him here.
Josh Green.
He misses the free throw.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. MP passes to Irving. Over Fultz, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by MP.
Well, you know that Kyrie is going to be looking for a shot in that situation. It isn't hard for him to find one ever, it seems.
Fultz, the pass to Wagner. Outside Anthony, from outside the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Dallas has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Irving. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, smart play by Kyrie Irving. Just gets on the board in the mid-range.
The Magic trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Pass to Isaac. Wagner kicks to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. That's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Anthony against Green. And the pass to MP. Jacks up a 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
18. The Magic. 14. Hey, go.
A completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Magic also changing it up. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Fultz in for Harris. Free throw no good for Irving. And with all the youth of this Magic team, you feel like, Doris, they are on the verge of something big.
For their fan base, Kevin, you certainly hope so. What you're really looking for is maybe the breakthrough that the Cleveland Cavaliers had last year. A textbook job of rebuilding with youth and quality trades. You have to stay patient and understand this is a process.
They've got JaVale McGee. Maxi Kleber is out there with Green. Then it's MP. And it's Irving at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Isaac outside. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Wagner kicks to Isaac. Passes to Anthony. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Irving passes to MP. To the inside. Kleber, no good. The Magic trail by 14. Down low. And it's Bull that time on the assist from Fultz. Bull's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general, on time and on target. Do that consistently.
Here's MP. Nice defense from Wagner.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Maverick.
The basket, 29.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Deep two from Wagner. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 14 points for Franz Wagner.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Inside. MP finds Powell. Back to MP. And it's good for two. MP's got 6 points. One of the big talking points with MP, can he make the leap to the pro game? Greg, do you think his game translates?
Skills-wise, he was tremendous in the college game. The question is the physical side. We'll have to find out if MP can handle it.
And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Wagner kicks to Harris. Back to Wagner. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. The Magic making a switch here. Bulls check in.
Magic substitution. Bull.
Mavericks leading by 12. Pass to MP. Wood trying to free himself up. A nice shot by MP. 8 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Banchero. .58 seconds left to play here in the third. Harris kicks to Fultz. 4 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Hardy.
I like the assertiveness of Markelle Fultz. This guy has got elite athleticism, not going to allow the defense to impede him there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Morris comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Irving. Then for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Gary Harris. That's tipped. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Gary Harris comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Anthony with it. He has 5. From the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
The Magic, 53.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Morris is out there with Reggie Bullock, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's MP, and it's Hardaway in at the 2-guard spot. And the Mavericks call time here. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally... Obviously, you need shooting across positions. Paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint in a vertical enhance Luka's skills even more?
And now they're shooting it pretty well. Something we would have said in that first half.
To the inside, here's Powell. Good in the... MP's got his 5th assist in this one. The Magic trail by 13. Wagner passes to Powell. Back to MP. To the middle. Out to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. MP passes to Bullock.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that. But currently...
At the line for the Magic, Markelle Fultz. 1 shot.
1 shot.
That free throw good from Fultz.
Well, guys, certainly Markelle Fultz had a rocky start with his first organization, but the change of scenery has helped him immensely, and I think he's proven, while still finding his footing, that there is a place for him at this level.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Fultz against MP. Banchero kicks to Fultz. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
I appreciate it so much.
Brianna Buckets was a paint beast in 2K22 also, right?
Yeah.
And I think Chris Manning, I think you were Christina.
I was. She returns in 23. Christina Manning with the big layup as the crowd gets amped.
Let's go.
8-2. Look at this chemistry. See, we don't need the other members of 2K TV. We'll just bring George on again.
Oh!
There it is.
11 points unanswered.
We're only down 1.
Pump fake there, draw him in off the glass.
Nice. I like the patience, Danny. Where was this on Team 2K TV's segment?
And we've got some surprise teams here in the early season.
Some are surprisingly bad, and some are exceeding expectations. There's still a
substitution. Completely new group here for the Mavericks. A big group substitution here for Utah. So the Jazz 5 right now. Now here's MP. Defense is right there. And McGee with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to Gay. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on JaVale McGee.
such a good all-around scorer. It's hard to defend Rudy without overcommitting.
Yeah, you know, guys, he was selected all the way back in 2006. But Rudy Gay is still going. One of the final players from the draft class active in the league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And for Rudy Gay, over 15 years in the league, Grant, how is he still effective?
Well, B.A., Rudy has changed the way he plays over the years. He came into the NBA exclusively playing the three. Now he's a power forward. Even runs a bit as a small ball center as well.
To the paint. From short range. And the bucket is good from McGee in deep. McGee's got his second bucket on the night. Utah trailing here. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Yep, that one's good. Now another view of that incredible Mobile One drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Here's Abaji. Over MP, Abaji. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
32 seconds left in the first. And the basket by MP. Part of MP's appeal when he was drafted was his potential to be a leader. A role his team hopes he'll grow into.
Yeah, you heard that about him back in college, that the locker room looked to him. I could definitely see that translating to the league over time.
Pass to Abaji. From downtown, gets the three ball to go. He's got 5.
3 points. This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Hardy. Lets it go. Here's McGee. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review this. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. Hunting for opportunities, leading to not. Substitution here for Utah. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Another thing is they've created lots of second chances at the line, knocking down a high percentage of their free throws tonight.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second.
For Utah, new ownership taking over in 2020. In addition to that group, NBA legend D-Wade, great to see an ex-player get a piece of the pie.
Kyrie Irving out there with MP. Then there's Josh Green. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Bullock in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
MP, the pass to Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, "I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great teammates and we're playing great basketball." Brian?
Well, no one wants to see Luka in the playoffs, Allie. Thanks for that. Well, like D-Wade in Utah, Smitty, you think there'll be more former players getting some equity in teams?
BA, absolutely. I think it'd be great for the game. That's one of the biggest pieces of the equality puzzle, having more owners with different backgrounds and experiences.
McGee, he's checked in for Dallas. Powell comes in for Irving. Pass to Gay. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
In recent years, we've seen the evolution of Rudy Gay. He's transitioned from a starter and a... go-to scorer to an important option off the bench.
Well, talking about Gay, people seem to forget that he averaged 19 a game over a 10-year span.
And BA, we've seen a lot of guys like that struggle when asked to take on a new role. But not Rudy Gay. He's aged gracefully and continues to make an impact as a veteran leader.
Here's Horton Tucker. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Taylor Horton Tucker, so nice off the dribble drive. We see his handles put to work.
Now here's MP. He's covered closely. Inside. That one's good from Powell. On the assist by MP. And the Mavericks lead by 4. And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Back to Horton Tucker. The 3 is up. Hauled in by McGee.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
MP no good.
Mavericks foul. Numeral 0. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And so he hits both. Down low. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
That one falls for Powell. And so Powell nails them both. 5 ticks left to play in the first half. And a pretty tightly contested game here.
Your Mavericks, 56. The Jazz, 52.
If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be, I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Now here's Irving. 17 points in the game. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Utah's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to a... Baji. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And another miss by Utah. Dallas has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Irving for 3. Drops in the 3. Irving's got 20 points.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Abaji. Now covers. Here's Markkanen. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
That's just a power move by Markkanen. The 7-footer playing big.
MP. And MP throws it down.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Showing some Mamba mentality right now. Kyrie Irving, when he's hot, keep feeding him.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, and with a finish like that, you know he's looking to extend the lead and put this game out of reach.
Here's Markkanen. Can't get it to drop. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
The Jazz shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Here's Gay, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And one word that always goes along with the Jazz, defense. They've been a top 10.
Substitution on the court.
.41 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Markieff Morris out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's MP, then it's Green, and it's Irving in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And that one drops. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
MP outside. To the middle. Morris passes to Irving. Now Kleber. Here's MP. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
MP, thanks for stopping by.
Come on, man. I always got time for you, Fred.
Hey, listen, I wanted to say thank you to you and the team for the tremendous job you're doing connecting with the fan base. On behalf of the entire organization...
Oh, I would not say that.
Have a seat.
How you doing, Coach?
Big news. Big news. Rookie standout MP will be making his first appearance in the starting lineup tonight. Quicker than many NBA insiders. Question, is this MP's
Okay, everybody bring it in. Let's go. All right, guys, I'll make this quick. Now, as we all know, this is...
Thanks, Coach.
Hey.
Yeah, I know I'm not big on...
Anything's possible.
When the moment came and you got to tell family and friends, what was the reaction?
Man, everyone was like jumping through the roof. Like everyone was super excited, but the biggest one was my nephews. Once I told them, they were like going crazy. Oh, my uncle, yeah, like going crazy. So it was their reaction that really like everyone else like super excited, but like seeing my nephews and seeing how proud they were, like that was the best.
That's it.
That's the best. That was the icing on the cake.
All right, I'm gonna go do some laundry. I'll be back for the game too.
Oh, she's actually gone.
So funnily enough, we rode over to Viper.
And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Red Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center. MP outside. To the paint, it's tipped. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got the opening basket of the game for the Mavs.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
Barnes passes to Anunoby. Over MP, and it's MP with the rebound.
Well, it's something that only a handful of players have to deal with. Getting booed on draft night. Never a great feeling, but it can act as a motivator.
And hopefully, Greg, that's how MP has used it, as motivation. The player feels like they're in a losing situation, but MP is doing everything he can to win over the fans. And here are the Mavericks now, after the Raptors pick up two. MP passes to Wood. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
2 points.
All Irvin needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Utah.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. And Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Irving against Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
Now, here's Anunoby. He just worked San Antonio in that last game.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And finished off by Wood.
You know, it's all about getting good position, ideal position. And once Wood has that, the rest is simple.
Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. Do front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjustment to.
Here's MP following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Poeltl against Wood. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wood's got 6. And a look at the Mobile One drive. Driving right into your living room.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this.
The Mavericks leading. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And we're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Barnes can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Irving. Back to MP. Wood against Poeltl. Wood with the bucket.
You know, one of Wood's natural gifts, staying in control after drawing the contact.
Barnes outside. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. MP dishes to Morris. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Morris is out there with Wood. Then it's MP. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Ntilikina in at the 1.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And there's the pass to Bullock. Back to MP. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And looking at Reggie Bullock, well, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Dallas moving it around. MP finds Wood.
And you talk about believing in yourself. Man, how about Christian Wood?
Greg, self-talk and self-confidence is critically important at this level. You know, this guy, Christian Wood, was cut or waived from 4 NBA teams. Wasn't on an NBA roster for an entire season. Finally broke through with Detroit in year 5, and there's no turning back now for the big fella.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Here's on an open. Clock at 6. Van Vliet wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Ntilikina kicks to MP. Down low. Wants to get it to Morris and does. He can't hit that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
The kick out to Irving. Shoots It's over Anunoby, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. He's got 8.
The team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up. Picking up his second foul here has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
So it's Dallas holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Christian Wood has been really making it happen, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So the Raptors 5 right now. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Love the form Ntilikina has. Boy, that's nice. Keeps the ball high, making it tough to block that shot.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Barnes against MP. Inside. The shot off that time. Good D by Siakam. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Anunoby, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
Raptors trail by 18. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Stolen by Bullock. Pass to MP. Here's Ntilikina. And stolen by Siakam. The feed to Barnes. VanVleet against MP. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays.
Ntilikina out there with Irving. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's MP in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. From deep, Trent. It's rebounded by Dallas. Wood's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Barnes left side. And the Raptors miss again.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And that one's good, Irving.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Pass to Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his 5th assist in this one. MP right side. To the middle. Pirtle with the steal. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Irving. Siakam misses. Mavericks leading by 11. A pull-up. And another basket for Dallas.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
They double-team Siakam. A clear look for VanVleet. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving looking for an opening. MP passes to Wood. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, that's nice movement. Quickly and well done by Wood as the roller. Gets open and finds a shot.
They get the rebound. Pirtle sinks that one from the post.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And the Mavericks call time here.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Christian Wood.
Well, you know, it's easy to understand why he's the choice given how well he shot the ball. I mean, just shooting an insane percentage really is what led him to this award. And it's because he was also actively looking to score. He was hunting his shots and was knocking them down.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild.
They've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 14. From 12 feet out. And again, no good by Toronto. Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. That one good for 2.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for Dallas.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them it.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps. And the
Great team win tonight. How were you guys able to operate so efficiently on offense?
Man, it's all about sharing the ball and being unselfish. You know, no one.
So having a counter move in your bag is always essential into making sure you're as unguardable as possible. So for example, with Devin Booker, man, if people queue into my step back jumpers, I'll cancel out of that, cancel it to a crossover, and get to the basket. Give your defender different looks just so you're not predictable on defense.
Let's phone a friend. No. Would you like to use a lifeline?
Yes.
Who would you like to call?
You.
Congratulations to A. Loki and the entire Loki family.
Well, we're still in the stage of the season where new teammates might not be in sync, RJ. How long do you think it takes for a team to gel?
Well, it depends on the amount of turnover. If you're talking about adding 1 or 2 different guys, that's something, versus adding 5 or 6. After training camp and preseason, teammates have a better chance to kind of figure things out, and they should be on the same page by now.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. 5 on the clock. He tries for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Out to the right wing. Here's Claxton. The Mavericks pull it in. Irving for 3. Counted from distance.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
Pass to Johnson. The ball's knocked loose. First quarter, just over a minute played. He can't get it to go, and it's Dallas the other way. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
And Brooklyn has possession. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Now here's Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Dinwiddie. Some solid D from Wood. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013. Their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. It didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got MD stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
And that one misses. The Nets have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Bridges. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Now here's MP. 8 points in his last time out. Bullock's shot is off.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Here's Bridges. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Inside, here's MP, and that one's good. And if you talk to Bridges, great. he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside Johnson. The three is up. And it's Irving with a rebound. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Shoots over Johnson. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. McGee, he's checked in for Wood. Powell comes in for... For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. On the floor for the Nets, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Mikal Bridges is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And the basket by Bridges.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
MP against Bridges.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact. Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
The assist. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot on the spot?
I'm going to be very honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. And he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
To the paint. Wood passes to Morris. Here's Bullock. MP outside. To the inside. Morris can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Here's Ntilikina. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. The Nets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Finney-Smith. Bridges against MP. The three. Finney-Smith's shot is off. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Well, the Nets shooting only 36% so far in this game. On the wing, Finney-Smith. From deep, Johnson. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
MP, the pass to Morris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Morris has got 6 here in the quarter. A difficult situation for Brooklyn. 30 seconds left in the second period. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. To the paint. Here's MP. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
That's on Mikal Bridges.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. McGee, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Powell comes in for Morris. Hardaway's checked in for Bullock. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Ntilikina. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. O'Neal, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie.
First personal foul.
Free throw good, MP. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
With the score, your Mavericks, 39. The Nets, 23.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Kyrie Irving. MP is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Christian Wood, and it's Ntilikina in the lineup in the game for Dallas.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Over to the wing. MP against Johnson. It doesn't go for him. Good D by MP. Dallas is shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. And there's the rejection. Bridges against Irving. The baseline J. Here's Claxton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Claxton's got 8.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. You know, in baseball, Graham, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA,
substitution on the court.
Now MP. He has 7. Inside. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Brooklyn is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Irving against Curry. Pass to O'Neal. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Now here's MP, pounded by Harris, and the shot goes down. 9 points in the game.
Ooh, that's a clever pass there by Kyrie, getting the ball to the guy for the better look.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Ooh, McGee with the block. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. MP's shot is good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's Thomas.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
And so it's Dallas continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Substitution with some changes. Bullock comes in for Kleba, and MP is subbed in for Hardaway. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Finney-Smith. To the middle. Here's MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
That one no good. Nice D from Bridges. Brooklyn shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. On the floor for Brooklyn. They've got Johnson. Seth Curry is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Thomas in at the power forward position. Dallas has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Down low. Kicks it out to MP. And this preseason, the Warriors and the Wizards faced off in Japan. Nice to have the NBA continue that international outreach.
And it was something that was put on hold during the pandemic. It's nice to have things getting back to normal because the NBA, all they want to do is continue growing the game.
He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to...
Substitution on the court. At the line for the Nets, Cameron Thomas. One shot.
What's up? And the free throw, no good. They swipe it. Pass to Bridges. To the paint. McGee with a steal. MP with it. Bertans, the pass to Green. Here's MP. No good there. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up.